Welcome back. I'm Emma Reckenberg, filling in for Tom Basili. Travel is a main priority for millions of Americans as they head into retirement. However, the last year and a half has changed those plans. So what are some tips for older Americans to find the best ways to travel and the best deals? It's a subject of our Aging in America segment this week. Francesca Page is a TV host and writer who specializes in travel and lifestyle. Francesca, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. All right, start us off with some facts here. How has the travel industry opened up to seniors as COVID restrictions have started to ease?
Well, back in February, as seniors started getting vaccinated, there were many reports of those over 65s leading the way for travel to open up again. Now, the travel agency network Virtuoso, for example, revealed more than 8 in 10 respondents, 77 or older, were more ready to travel in 2021 than they were last year. Now, the travel industry followed suit, offering all kinds of deals for those over 65. Airlines started offering and are still offering coupon codes for seniors. Resorts and hotels also followed suit, and travel insurance companies stretched out a limb too. Now, although COVID-19 vaccines have made vulnerable groups like seniors less likely to suffer severe illness from the virus, adults over 65 should still make themselves aware of a few things before they travel.
Yeah. Hey, everyone loves a good deal, of course. What are some must-ask questions for seniors before they actually book that trip?
Well, the first question to ask yourself is, what kind of trip do you want? Tours are often geared towards specific interests and activities, so think carefully about what you want from your trip. For example, if your goal is to kick back, relax, and get away from it all, then an organized tour that has you climbing on and off of a tour bus for 12 hours probably isn't going to work for you. Also ask, what accessibility do you need, or how active do you want to be on your trip? Make sure that your tour matches your physical ability and expectations. Finally, how much do you want to spend? Because group tours tend to offer convenience and less travel stress. You don't have to worry about getting from point A to point B or where to spend the night because you're paying someone else to manage those details. So once you've chosen your destination, get pricing from several different tour companies before you book your trip.
Yeah, hey, that sounds like a great idea. I know I love to just relax when I'm on vacation and truly take a relaxing vacation. You mentioned the sort of travel group options. Are there some deals out there for seniors right now who'd like to sort of have other people take care of all those small details?
There definitely are deals at the moment. But the first thing you want to decide is your mode of transport, whether you want to fly, drive, or take a train. And that's going to affect your costs quite a bit. From my personal experience, my mother is a senior, and this summer she decided she didn't want to fly. I live in Connecticut, so as a compromise, I actually took a train to her in Massachusetts and drove just an hour to the gorgeous area of Gloucester Beach, where we stayed at this place called the Beauport Hotel, right on the water, with a 360 view from their rooftop pool. Fabulous food, you name it, and it's right on the water. It was only a couple of nights, and it was a short stay, but that was enough for her as a senior. And they also offer senior discounts throughout the year at certain different times. So really, when it comes to choosing both your transport and your accommodation, be sure to ask every single step of the way what deals are offered for seniors. Even if you think there won't be any, you will be surprised, even if it's just a 2-for-1 drink special. Groups like ARP and national parks also have senior discounts, so just look out for them.
Yeah, you never know unless you ask. But let's say your trip is booked. You've got all your documents, your passport is ready to go. What are some must-do tips to prep for your travel?
First thing is to gather important documents and medical information, including possible doctor's notes and identification, as well as any necessary use of needles on board a flight. If you no longer need to drive, make sure you have a valid state-issued personal ID card or passport the day before you're set to leave, or at least the week before, just so you know you're not going to leave that behind. Plan with time in mind too. Ask yourself how far the walk is from the drop-off point to the terminal, how much medical and mobility equipment there is for you to carry, and keep in mind access to a restroom. Also, be sure to notify your airline and TSA of any special needs, requests, or travel assistance. Although booking airline tickets online can be really convenient, if you do require that kind of special assistance, you want to call the airline's customer service line instead. And lastly, you'll want to be conscious of how you pack your medication or other medically necessary liquids, gels, aerosols, those sorts of things. The TSA requests that you inform the TSA officer that you have medically necessary goods prior to your screening so that you can proceed accordingly.
Those are some wonderful tips. And of course, most of all, enjoy and relax on your vacation. Francesca Page joining us this morning. Francesca, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Stay with us.